Alright, what's up guys? This is the final week. I'm in the final week now. My competition, my return to the classic physique stage. I've been keeping very busy. My prep for this show with cooking and meal prepping and cardio and training and posing, all that sort of stuff. So I think you'll see in the vlogs, in the daily vlogs coming up, what I've been up to. But for today, we're going to go to Flex Gym, Woodland Hills, and do my last workout before the show. We're going to do a chest workout. I think just chest, maybe some biceps, probably some posing practice, and that'll be it for the workout. And also, I got an interview I was supposed to do last week, but I never got to do it, so I'll do that with you guys here. It's just like a few questions that I was going to answer. And what else? Oh yeah, the other thing was the live streaming for the show. We're still trying to find out whether you'll be able to see it live streamed this Saturday, the 14th of November. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to finish this shake and then we'll do that interview, I guess, and then off to the gym. Sweet. Okay, what's up guys? We're inside in my living room now, and I'm going to finish these interview questions that I got given. So there's a bunch of questions, and hey, Julio's going to ask them to me so I can answer them direct to you. Okay.
What show exactly are you doing?
So I'm going to be doing the NPC Universe in South Carolina this Saturday in 3 days.
What class are you competing in?
The class, so I'm doing, it's a tall class, class D. It's the height limitation is between 6'1" and 6'2", and the weight cutoff, so I have to be 230, I think, is the weigh-in for this, because it's not a pro show, it's an amateur. I've got to come in a bit lighter, 230. Yep.
What made you decide to compete again?
Sexy boy. Yeah. What made me decide to compete again? So basically, I was going to compete at the start of the year. I was going to do one of Jay Cutler's Desert Classic show or something, just as an icebreaker to get back into it. And then the world shut down and Corona and everything shit itself, and that just got cancelled and everything. So, and then I had no intention. I was kind of a little bit lost there. The gyms were closed. There's nothing. I couldn't really travel. It was kind of a very weird year, very strange year for everyone. I didn't really train. I stopped training for a long time. I'd do like 2 or 3 workouts a week. And then grab it. And then, no, sit down, you little turd. So then I decided to, so I wasn't planning on competing. And then my old coach from years ago reached out to me and kind of threw a line out and kind of suggested maybe that I should compete again. I think he sent me a flyer of a competition, and it was like 10 weeks out. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll decide to do it, just kind of a spur of the moment thing. So yeah.
What's the diet been like for this show?
Yeah, the diet's been pretty hectic this time around. I'm actually following one instead of eating, frozen pizzas and burgers and all that nonsense. So I've actually been strict down. I've tightened it up right now, but it hasn't been too hectic. Like, I've been able to grow into this show. Unlike, I think, most typical bodybuilders, they'll bulk up. They'll have a big off season. They're obviously typically you're training throughout the year, and then you've grown, and then you cut down to make the weight wall. I was kind of skinnier and not prepared for this show. So with little notice, I decided to do it. I grew into the shape, so I was able to eat a lot and put on weight. So yeah, diet's been a good day, fine.
How has the return of training been? Injuries still, or are you completely healed?
Yeah, so after having like a period of time off, and not following any serious strict training, it's my body responded quite fast to this, to training. Especially with this time around, I've had to really focus on getting my right quad muscularity and size back, and the strength there, because it was bothering me again. So I've still got it still gives me some grief here and there in the cold weather, and I can't do a lot of weight on it yet. But I've been training it twice a week, quads twice a week, to help re-stimulate growth and strength back into it, and it's come back a lot more. It's definitely grown, and I've been able to put on some decent size. So it won't be exactly how it was this time round. Maybe in the future I can. Confident now. I didn't think I would get the size back or the strength, but I think if I'm consistent enough, I can get it all back. Take him out.
Notice that you're back training with Mr. Canada Pro, Eric DeLuro. How had that been?
Yeah, so it's been good having a coach again. I trained with Eric, 5 years ago. He was the first coach that I signed on with to prep me for the Universe show in France, and I won't lie, it's been very good training with him. He's a great coach, he's a good motivator, and I definitely do perform a lot better having him push me in the training, in the gym, in the diet, all that sort of stuff. It makes a big difference having someone to push you when sometimes you feel like stopping. So it's been great having him back. He knows his stuff. He knows exactly how to prep me for these shows. It's all I could really ask for to get into shape. So yeah, it's been great.
What are your current stats?
So right now, I am 242, I think, in the morning when I woke up. I was 246 going to bed. I'm 242, 240 now. I've dropped a little bit, getting ready for the show. So I was, this time 2 years ago, I was at my skinniest, my smallest before high school. I was about 190 pounds, which is nothing. I looked like a war victim. I looked like Baz, just like a dehydrated pickle. So, it's been a crazy journey coming back with all this muscle mass, and and even with this show 10 weeks out, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was 225, just sloppy, whatever. And I managed to put on 20 pounds, with correct dieting, correct protocol, correct training, supplementation, all that sort of stuff. So I've just got to drop down to 230 for the weigh-in now.
We noticed the tattoo. What made you decide to get that?
The fresh ink. Obviously, that was a bit unexpected for a lot of people. Didn't really see that one coming. But yeah, I for a long time, I've avoided getting tattoos and all that sort of stuff. I kind of like them, but I never got them because of my career in my bodybuilding, and possibly in the film, TV, movies, and that sort of stuff. A lot of people said I shouldn't get it, that it would hinder my opportunities and ruin my chance of getting jobs and doing well in bodybuilding. But and even my best friends, I've got friends who are covered up in tattoos, and even they said, "No, don't do it," because after I decided this year that I wanted to get something, whatever, everyone's got their opinion. Obviously, if I really cared that people said that I shouldn't get one, and that and that I thought, if I really thought it was going to affect my career or my bodybuilding, then I wouldn't have got it. So obviously, I'm not going to let this stop me from doing what I want to do. I'm not going to let people's opinions stop me from doing what I want to do. And the reason I got this particular design, Japanese theme, phoenix, Japanese style phoenix, was kind of resonates with me because it's like the phoenix is like a bird that comes back, dies, and it returns to life. Kind of a bit symbolic, I guess, for the comeback. I got on my busted arm, the one that I tore, falling off the cliff. So, you know, that was the reason why. But it's returned to strength and it's returned its size. So, you know, and if you think a tattoo is gonna stop me from winning a show, then clearly you just don't like tattoos.
What's the future looking like? Are you still interested in Hollywood movies or maybe something else?
The future, with competing and stuff, I guess. Well, we'll see how this weekend goes. Provided I take out the first place or get my pro card because it's a pro qualifier. You know, if I do that, then I'm gonna focus on my bodybuilding again. Make that my main priority, and I'm really enjoying this the lifestyle again. You know, it's been it's kind of didn't feel myself for like 2 years when I stopped when I had these injuries. You know, it just kind of changes you. It like really demotivated me for a long time. I was depressed, thinking that I'd never be able to compete again or get the physique back to maybe. Well, I never doubted myself there, but I definitely had my doubts about making a good, strong comeback to the stage. Jesus, I made a big difference in a short amount of time, you know, with the muscle mass and conditioning. So yeah, I'm not stressed about Hollywood and movies and stuff, especially after this year. It doesn't really, you know, faze me if nothing comes out of that. You know, I've been here for 5 years. You know, 9 times out of 10, I won't get a call back, or I've done a bunch of auditions, but you know, nothing's really stuck. So I'm not gonna waste my time relying and expecting anything from Hollywood. I never really did. I feel like it's something that you either just have or you're particularly seeked after from them. And I couldn't really give a fuck right now. I couldn't really give a shit. I just want to get massive again, do my bodybuilding. And you know what? If something happens there, then it happens. You know, if I get an opportunity to star in a film or whatever, then I'll consider it then. But until then, I'm just going to get back to the gym, and that's where I feel myself the most. Yeah. What a great interview. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. So that's it. There's the updates. Thanks for tuning in. Now we're going to smash some chest at the gym.